It is not about being busy, and let's make that unmistakably clear from the very beginning. Because the person moving the fastest is not always the one making the most meaningful progress. Some people wear their busyness like a badge of honor, constantly in motion, perpetually behind, endlessly talking about how much they have to do. Yet when the day ends, there is a crucial difference between motion and achievement. Ask yourself what productivity truly means. Is it staying up late, burning the candle at both ends, packing every moment with tasks, calls, and meetings? Or is it something far deeper than exhaustion? Productivity, I believe, is the art of getting meaningful things done. Not draining yourself dry, but producing results that actually matter. I've met people who appeared to do less, yet achieved far more. People who moved with purpose, made space for reflection, and somehow harvested more than those who rushed endlessly without stopping to think. A productive life is measured not by how busy you are, but by how much progress you make toward your purpose. Business is easy. Anyone can fill a day, but effectiveness is rare. Because effectiveness requires pausing to ask whether you are moving closer to your goals, building the life you want, or simply spinning your wheels. No one receives trophies for exhaustion. Rewards go to those who move the needle, not just the clock. Consider the farmer. He doesn't sprint aimlessly across the field. He plants, waters, weeds, and measures each action, choosing each step with intention. And when harvest time arrives, the results are undeniable. That is productivity. I learned early that the most valuable question isn't how busy am I, but how effective am I? Whether I'm making progress, whether my energy is invested where it matters most. Don't fall into the myth of busyness. Build a life that produces progress, judging productivity not by how much you do, but by how far you move toward your purpose. Asking each week what results you produced and what your time actually yields. The goal is not to fill your days, but to build a life that means something. A foundation solid enough to support everything else. The first pillar is philosophy, the foundation of productivity, because how you think determines how you act, and how you act shapes what you produce. You cannot build a productive life on confused thinking. A cluttered mind creates scattered actions, like planting seeds in rocky soil and hoping for a harvest. Change your life by changing your philosophy, your beliefs about time, effort, and reward. Because whether you see time as scarce or valuable, work as punishment or progress, reward as deserved or unattainable shapes everything. Wise people don't wait for life to get easier. They work on getting better, adjusting their sails instead of blaming the wind. I once believed success meant to outwork everyone else, but learned it also requires working wiser. Because you can exhaust yourself on the wrong road and still arrive at the wrong destination. Philosophy is your map, and if it's even slightly off, you can get lost. But refined thinking sharpens results. Purpose is the second pillar, the engine that fuels discipline, gives meaning to effort, and turns routine into resolve. Purpose clarifies decisions, filters distractions, and pulls you forward when motivation fades. Without purpose, routines collapse. With it, discipline becomes a companion, not a burden. Planning is the third pillar, turning vision into structure, because progress doesn't happen by chance but by design. A plan directs the day instead of reacting to it, bridging thought and achievement, transforming dreams into steps. Performance is the fourth pillar, the daily practice of excellence. Because you don't rise to goals, you fall to habits. Results come from consistent action, honest measurement, and daily adjustment, not effort alone. Renewal is the fifth pillar, the power of rest and reflection. Because rest is not laziness, but maintenance, restoring clarity, energy, and wisdom. When these pillars align, life moves, not just faster, but better. Confusion lifts, progress feels natural, and success becomes sustainable. This is what it means to live by design, where productivity is balanced, achievement is meaningful, and the reward is not only what you accomplish, but the person you become along the way.